blessings in abundance. The mother and the daughter and the prosecution dropped every single sexual charge. I'm saying it again. The mother, the daughter, my accusers, in addition to the state, the prosecution, all agreed they need to drop all of the sexual charges. So yeah, it's a victory, but it's bittersweet. It's a victory because I was facing life. No parole, no probation. Now you may say, how could this be possible if a minor was so-called molested and it was DNA evidence? And people say DNA don't lie. And I always said people do. Well, let's do this. The serologist, the expert that so-called found 6 semen stains amongst a headscarf and a t-shirt. Never mind the fact the whole rape kit said negative. They checked this girl for 5 different types of DNA, finger DNA, all types of different DNA. Checked her vagina, checked her mouth, checked her saliva, checked her excrement, checked her feces, checked her urine. Everything came up negative. You would think because of all the violent acts I was accused of, how I came inside of her, how I came on her face, how I bust her mouth open from penetrating her so physically, that there would be some kind of trace of something, some kind of DNA. But the rape kit came up all negative. So now we're in a conundrum. So how the hell how does the DNA just skip to a t-shirt and a headscarf? Well, the serologist that did the report that labeled it semen stains, when you got high-powered attorneys such as myself, then what happens is when you spend damn near 200 grand on your defense, you have the right to do depositions. We have our own private investigator. We have our own, guess what, forensics expert. So our forensics expert said this. Our forensics expert said, we want to take a look and see what's going on over there. So when our forensics expert took a look and examined these so-called clothes with semen stains, we had some questions about how did you definitively conclude that that was semen in the first damn place. So guess what happens after that? A deposition is when we interview anybody that's part of the situation, whether it be the mother, the daughter, the people who took the 911 call, whoever. The prosecutor gets to sit in while we interview them, while there's a court-appointed stenographer that types up everything, and the prosecutor can hear everything as it goes so they can make a determining factor if they got a case or not. Point in case, we couldn't interview the serologist, Stephanie Thompson, because she mysteriously disappears when we want to question her about how she came up with those results. I'll say it again. The person who said that there was semen stains on the headscarf and the shirt, despite the fact the rape kit tested for 5 different DNAs, considering the egregious acts that I was accused of, the rape kit came up all negative, which science would suggest I did absolutely none of the things that I was accused of. Science would suggest I did absolutely none of the things that I was accused of. Okay? All right? That's what science would suggest. Science would suggest that. But here's this woman talking about this DNA evidence, and then now when we call her so we can interview her, get a deposition, and have it on record with my attorneys questioning them based on the findings of our forensic expert, she's nowhere to be found. So you know what we could do now? We could file a motion to dismiss the DNA for the case. That's what we could do. Because if we go to trial, we won't be able to cross-examine her because suddenly she disappears, she works for some private company, and no one could find her. Now, all the while, the state been giving me opportunities to plead 20 years, sexual offender. Plead 15 years, sexual offender. And I'm like, I wouldn't care if you gave me 1 day in prison. So long as you got that label registered sex offender on there, I'm going to trial. So long as you got that label there, registered sex offender, I'm going to trial because I can never make a plea to something like that. So guess what happens? The state says if we ever want to do interviews, depositions, if we ever want to get a deposition from the mother and a deposition from the daughter, all bets are off. They'll never do an agreement with me. They said they'll never do an agreement. Never do an agreement. Work out an agreement or a plea. I said, I don't give a... My attorneys will tell you straight up, because when you see my attorney video, he's going to tell you straight up. From day one, I said, I'm never doing an agreement to any sexual charges. Interview the mother and the daughter. So they are the last of our depositions. We got the police body cams. We realized that the police report contradicts the affidavit that they did. The affidavit contradicts the interviews that they did on the body cam. So we got 3 contradictions. The story that the mother and daughter tells on the body cam, the stories that they told in the police report, and the stories that they tell on the affidavits. None of them work out. And I'm going to speak about that. But ultimately, we want to interview them. So when we interview them and do our depositions, have the prosecutor sit there, we already know where they're lying. We already know their lies. We looked at each of the 3 different types of lies they said for that night. So guess what's going to happen when we get to interview them? We're just going to ask them questions so they can contradict themselves. So when we go to court, we can ask them which story is true and why did you lie? So the prosecutor hits us again. Well, you know he's going to be facing life. We're in the week now where we got to interview the mother and daughter to get the deposition. So guess what happens 2 days before the mother and daughter are supposed to fly into town for us to get the depositions? They call. After a week ago threatening me, 2 days before the mother and daughter are supposed to fly out, they say, hey, we drop all the sexual charges. Huh? They say we're dropping all the sexual charges. And let me add something to this. Y'all heard this crazy story that I called a grown woman and asked if I could take her 14-year-old girl to a party. And y'all believe that bullshit. But guess what my text messages say? My text messages say, she asked me. Oh, hold on, let's reverse. Do you know that we broke up that same day? And later that, within a day, within 24 hours, she filed a criminal complaint. Let's add some more color to it. Do you know that the same day that I broke up with her, in my text messages, it's proven she said she was going to destroy my life. She was going to fuck my whole shit up. So we have motive. Do you know that I wasn't the one that asked to take her daughter to a party after 2 a.m. in the morning? Do you know my text messages say she contacted me and asked me to take her daughter out to a party after 2 a.m. in the morning, and I vehemently declined because I said, what the hell do I look like as a grown man taking a 14-year-old that obviously looks like a minor to a party? Y'all don't know that, though. All of this is in my text messages. Y'all don't know that, though. So you say, well, then, Polite, then you should be clean. I should be, but unfortunately, the mother turned her daughter in. The daughter got high and intoxicated, and because I'm not the one that turned them in, now we dealing with child abuse and delinquency of a minor. If they could, so I'm like, let's fight it. So my attorney's like, I just want you to understand that this child abuse in Florida, aggravated child abuse, from the child being intoxicated, they can give you 30 years in prison. I'm like, man, take the goddamn agreement. If, under what circumstances, if they could convince the jury that whether you gave her alcohol or you was aware that she was high at any point in time and you didn't turn her in, but since the mother did, you could be subject to 30 years. So I said, let's make a goddamn agreement, man, and let's work this thing out. So still got to sit down somehow, some way, but it is what it is. Blessings in abundance is bittersweet. Oh my goodness. And more information is going to come out, and this shit is far from over for all the lies that was told on me. Peace.
Man, look at all these chimpanzees. All these monkeys. Yeah. All you motherfuckers out there in the world can suck my dick. It's Riz, baby. Plane Tickets. Remix. Featuring the Godfather. Ayo. I got the plane tickets. I I got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. She got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. We got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. The plane tickets. The plane tickets on the way. Could it be delayed is what is on my brain. Stupidly insane to travel with the bag. Chasing it regardless, undergo a lag. You my shorty, Dubai, I'm meeting you there. I'm like Rey Mysterio, greeting the bear. Seated in chairs at the concert I'm at. Pockets so fat that my boss had be dangling. Fired my manager cause he's a prick. Hired a janitor, call it embarrassing. It was the cannabis, animal instinct. Warrior, cannibalistic, mandible it's hit. Like a verbal assault on too many fags. A girl in a thong is who I'ma grab. Boobies and ass. Rappers nowadays be dudes who are drags. I got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. She got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. We got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. The plane tickets. Step up in the booth on a hot day. Kill a record like a Jew for the cash, man. Or ridicule a dude with a syllable or two. Kick him in the keister, bring him in the room. Torture them and the girl he came with, or maybe not. Instead I'll grip her at the booze. What a marvelous night. Bark on my bite like a stray dog skinning them a raccoon. Fidgety and mad rude. Smoke a cigarette a day, plus literally fat too. Everybody look away. Matter of fact, look at me. I'm a king, read a book a day. Ass fat, jiggle it. Cash app, $, Viz lyricist. Look at me back in effect. Fuck a foot, got my hands on your neck. I got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. She got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. We got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. The plane tickets. Hassan Campbell chases after a damn dollar. A multitude of his vids are on Africa Bambaataa. I jump at you with a fist when I'm smacking a stray dog up. To regain focus, the rock upon him, I stomp his mom in a pair of Timberland boots. Little Wayne is a goblin, I'm a gremlin. Boom, more like Bishop and Juice. Fooling you simpleton fools who like to drool at the booze worn by your mannequin. And let me yo laughing my ass off until your ass is used as a rag dog, dragged all over the crash course. The tongue of my mouth is made like a dagger, and attacked and exposed. Your content pales in comparison. Bunch of hypocrites, my lyrics are the nail in your coffin. Truth unveiled as a gossip queen, yet never sleeps. Better be the cause of insomnia. I'm on a stoop, plotting way upward to Zachary K. Harbert, whose actual gay lovers are called for an uprising, and that's the biggest reason for me to spirit Cook Abramovich. Vigilant Christian pillage women and children. Typical lyrical demon creeping on all of your Cretans videos. Bored again. In other words, bored to the point that I sit here and snort it. Pouring porridge with ominous torture methods of weapons thrown at your organs that enter the orifice, or is it that you ate? Pockets of the future, I'ma lock him in a school bus. Brass knuckles out, give the Scotty prick a tuna. Monopoly money just to go sock it to the preacher. Dig George H.W. Bush up and drop him in the sewer. Father God, forgive me as I'm repenting for mutilating bodies next to maybe 5 others dead. At least I never even think to never try me again. Cold world, here, let me show you just how grimy it is. Clearly it's me who Airbnb to run up your lights. So even worse, coming a wife or brother polite. You ain't gotta be young to be a dead pharaoh who sounds like a gay weirdo in spandex masturbating your earlobes. I'd rather put my foot on the neck of the people claiming I utilize YouTube for the check. My penis, I poke it at you. Spy kitten, why kid? It's only you laughing at it till all of the smoke come at you. Up TV fell for the okie dokes. Took a donation from Jake Holy from Pinocchio to never poke the nose of a dog unless you wanna get bitten. A poor kid from Boston, but my name isn't Richie. Nature boy says his son touches his penis. Ridiculous, did he did it or didn't he get the kid to admit it? Tickle Hillary Clinton's nipples a little for giggles. Breaking filaments, ligaments. I'm way far gone. Controversious evidence blacker than Akon's on. Cause I'm the God among the walked upon who also got your mom starring up in the bunch. Give me everything that you got, cause nothing's enough. I got a bogey. Punching the guts, fucking them up. I got a bogey. Punching the guts, fucking them up. Yeah. Cause I'm a ticking time bomb. Yep, everywhere I go, everybody know. Everywhere I go, they all know. I'm a ticking time bomb. Yep, everywhere I go, everybody know. Everywhere I go, they all know. I'm a ticking time bomb. Yep, everywhere I go, everybody know. Everywhere I go, they all know. I'm a ticking time bomb. Yep, everywhere I go, everybody know. Everywhere I go, they all know. I'm a ticking time bomb. I got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. She got the plane tickets. I got the plane tickets. We got the plane tickets. This shit, man. I got the plane tickets. All you motherfucking rappers out there are my sons, yo. I don't give a fuck. All y'all motherfuckers nowadays is garbage. Hot garbage. Don't ever fucking collaborate with me ever in your fucking life.